It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
We're going to start.
Throwing to start this game. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
From the gun, Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Darnold. Brought in close to the 8. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
With a quick pass out wide. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Play action now. It's Fields. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they face second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here's second and 10 from the 21.
Here we go, Scott. All right.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Fields on third. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Cine. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards them.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And the Eagles take possession along the 32-yard line.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Here we go, Scott. Scott.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's got Devontae Smith. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
First down throw for Fields. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. All right.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Here we go. We're good.
Receiver in motion, going left. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
First and 10 at the 30.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at first down here. Off play action, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Here we go. 3-19,
Man in motion, headed right. They'll air it out on third. He rolls to his right. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Elliott connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Shaheed now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Ready!
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone! And the Eagles will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, run with Barkley. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, son. Hey, looks right. Tonight.
Looking to throw Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this third down play. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Diving right side, got it! They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Right. Yep. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this.
Here we go. We're good. Talk about tonight. Let's go Alpha right here. Right.
Fields with a chance to run it here. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. Elliott connects there, and that'll double their lead to 6.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Scott.
Fields out of the gun. Finds him on the slant. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Eagles.
You got it. Tonight.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Tonight.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And he gets this forward to the 19. Second and 3 now.
Here we go. EQ. Carlos, go.
Zone read give here to Barkley. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later, for that next third down coming.
First down, Philadelphia.
Offense is set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
They go to Barkley again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Good.
Fields looking to throw. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Julian Love. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
From the gun, Darnold. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And again, it's Darnold. Catch made left side by Laporta. And the Eagles get to it. And that turnover is going to give him the football on the other side of midfield.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you, right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time, get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. All right.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Press. Watch right. Get out.
Shotgun snap to Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Easy. Get out.
Fields now on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
This our last play of the quarter.
11. Here we go, son. Hey, Captain, no more. Right.
Looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
All right, Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
Here we go.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
Trying the toss here for 2. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Eagles 21, Seahawks 7.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All Working from the gun to start. First and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First and 10. Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 29-yard line.
Darnold. Has it down close. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within one score in the fourth. Nico Collins with a touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Play action, Fields. Hits his running back. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 19 strikes.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's second and 10.
Hey, never mind. Here we go, son. Turn around, son. Hey, Ken, you got a mini base. 11.
Now Fields escapes the pocket. Galloping inside the 40. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
We got set. Set.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 11.
Yo, 80.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
We got set. Yellow 80. Red 80. Set.
They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Oh, he put everything he's got behind it. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
We got set. Set.
Now Darnold. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Red 80. Red 80. Set.
Still sticking with the passing game. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He
put the body on the line for his team. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Red 80. Red 80. We got set. Stay set.
2nd and 10, Darnold. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Eagles nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Delta. Here we go. Go.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Going back across his body here, left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Here he goes, third and long. It's a screen to Barkley. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he gets it away from his end zone. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
Yo, lady. Red 80.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. From the gun, Darnold. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 41.
Approaching the final minute here. They need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
Running right, it's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Seattle.